But we are here, Hapa versus Little Wolf. Little Wolf coming off of that win against Walden earlier today on the FVL esports stream, winning 2-1. Hapa dominating Beloit Turner earlier today, so this is going to be a banger of a matchup. We're going to have Hapa on the attacking side. We're going to have Little Wolf on the defending side. We're going to see an Omen, a Killjoy, a Sova, a Jet, and a KO from the side of Hapa. And then on the defensive side, we're going to see potentially a Phoenix, a Gecko, an Omen, and a Deadlock, and one other agent. So we talked a little bit about Little Wolf on the FVL esports stream. Let's talk about among American Peace Academy. So players for them: Young Yogurt Stalker, their captain is an Ascendant 2, Max Ascend is a Platinum 2, Kenji I Solo is a Diamond 3, David Kaiser is a Diamond 2, and Watery Croissant is a Gold 1. So a nice solid lineup for Hapa. They're in their first season ever here in WIHSEA. They're trying to capture Championship Gold, so we'll see if they accomplish that. But Little Wolf is going to be a tall task for them. All the players of Little Wolf shine brightly in the lights against Walden, so I expect nothing different from this team. Should be a nice competitive best-of-3 series. And ladies and gentlemen, it is your fellow WIHSEA commentator, Andrew Jr., commentating this game, first match on the main stream after being on the FVL esports stream for most of the day today. But we are ready to get things going here with round number 1 of this best-of-3 for the Division 3 Championship. Again, apologies for the delays. We've had a lot of them throughout the entire day, so you can imagine we are as stressed as some of our spectators watching from home.
Listening.
But nonetheless, though, round 1 action is set to begin.
There.
Hapa is going to be on the attacking side, while Little Wolf will be on the defending side. Very excited to see Hapa in action for the first time today. Was not able to come down here for matches that they played in the main stage. But I am here now, so we'll see what happens.
Dizzy's down.
This is going to play in tree.
Still in sight.
Sucker trying to push through. I Solo is going to get a pick on the coolest. Sheeb is going to get on the board. It's Solo, Watery Croissant. Warming up a little bit. And all of Hapa seems to be warming up right now.
Spike
Star's
planted.
going to be planting the spike. Miss is going to get Watery Croissant.
Last
Can he get a
player
second?
standing.
No. A-Star is going to get the pick. Storm, the last remaining member for Little Wolf. Spike is planted. Pressure's on him. Let's see what he can do. Going up rafters. He's going to meet Kaiser. Can he hit the pistol shots? No, he's down to 45 HP. Kaiser's going to back off, play in a more favorable position. Sturm going from A window, rotating out of Garden, and Kaiser finishing it off a round 1 win for Hapa. Thus far, Hapa looks dialed in to start things after decimating Beloit Turner earlier today. But decimating is kind of a harsh term to use when we're talking about Beloit Turner, as just before this Division 3 Grand Final kicked off, we had Beloit Turner versus Walden in the 3rd place game, and that went 33 rounds, and ultimately Beloit Turner came out on top,
Sound
so
sensor
can't
up.
discredit their play as well.
Listening.
We're entering round number 2. Round number 2 will be underway.
Blocking movement. Sensor down. Sensor tripped. Over there. Spike planted.
The spike is going to be planted. Appa is going to have the man advantage.
No
4v2
charges.
situation. Watery Croissant gets to the pick.
Last player standing.
Down to the last member, and Appa cleans up another round. 2-0. Wow. Appa is looking strong thus far in this matchup. There we go. Logos have been switched.
Sound sensor up. Listening.
Things should be all good in that department as far as overlay is concerned. So heading into round 3, Happa has the momentum in their favor. I'd like to see Little Wolf pick up the pace a little bit.
Shadows traveling.
These aggressive pushes from Happa. Good look at iSolo playing in the mid courtyard. Might get into the counter with the Coolest Gamer. Really does. Dakota. Coolest Gamer is going to be into the defender side spot now. Watery Croissant is going to be pushing up B main. Looks like the only member of Little Wolf on the B site is Sturm.
Sensor tripped.
Watery Croissant's gonna get concussed. B-side's gonna be dizzy though. Oh, and Sheev's gonna take advantage of it. Solo. The kill on to Sturm. Another one. It's
Blinded.
a 4v2 situation here.
Spike
Sarnish
planted.
is gonna be planting. Sheev and
Last player
I'm just
standing.
worse. And a bit of a pickle. Solo with the flank, and it's gonna work. A 4K. And Happa 3 rounds up. Dominant so far from Happa. They come in 7-0 overall, 78-0 round differential in the regular season, so this team has barely lost anything. They come in as the 1 seed for Division 3. They defeated Bigfoot in the first round, defeated Durand, Arkansas 13-1 in the quarterfinal, and then earlier today they defeated Walden 2-1. So excuse me, Beloit Turner 2-0, my bad. Now entering round number 4. Yogurt Stalker is going to get a pick onto Miss. He's going to get detected by
Spike down B.
Spike is going to be down, but it is going to be picked up right away by Watery Croissant. He's going to be able to plant near the boathouse. 4v2 situation in favor of Happa. We've seen this movie a few times thus far. Forcing Solo. Sheev trying to hit his shots, cannot. Yogurt Stalker just too much. And it's just overwhelming Little Wolf as Happa is just going off. Just strap the rocket to him and send him to Mars. My goodness, this team is absolutely incredible thus far. It's 4-0. If there's any team to come back from this deficit, it's Little Wolf. We know how great they can be. We know how great WIHSEA is. We know how great Sheeb is. Can they come alive in this game 1? So far, we haven't been able to see that.
Come on, let's go.
That's a huge problem. If you're Little Wolf at this point, Swamp Grenade is going to take some damage away from Coolest. He's able to avoid bulk of the damage. iSolo has
Here.
the Blade Storm activated, gets one.
Blocking sight.
5v3.
Gun here.
iSolo still pushing up in
Blocking
mid
sight.
bottom and mid market. Now he's going to rotate back. WIHSEA actually going to get a 3K. But Solo shuts him down just before things get a little too tight for Happa.
Last player standing.
Last player alive for Happa. This could
One
be the
enemy
round.
remaining.
Oh, it's a 1v1 situation. Sturm and a Starnished. A Starnished that's 26 HP. He has the spike though. He's going to go towards the A site. He's going to be planting the spike. About 33 seconds and counting here. The spike is planted. Swamp Grenade is planted on top of the
Bomb grenade
rafters.
out.
So he's going to create some distance here. Sturm's going to try to rotate in through lobby. He's got a long way to go, and he's only halfway there. Sturm playing vigilant, checking his corners. Doesn't have much time to check all of the corners, though. Trying to shoot down the alarm bot. The Starnish knows exactly where his man is. Starnish waiting patiently now. Waiting for the defuse. It's gonna come out, and a Starnish with a clutch for HAPA. 5-0 in game one. Absolutely astonishing from a Starnish.
Here.
And it seems that Little Wolf almost has
Placing
had that
alarm
little
bot.
glimpse of hope to get their first round of this game, but Kappa just taking it away from them that quickly.
Keep it cool. That's how you survive.
We're on to round number 6. Starnish immediately going to get an opening pick. Not even 10 seconds into the round. Now the detainment from Killjoy comes out. See if Starnish can contain any of the members. Oh, he's got 2 already in this round. Starnish
Area's clear.
not able to detain anybody, but he is going to plant the spike right in the heart of B site. It's a 2v2 situation. Little Wolf just on their toes constantly here.
Heal on, squad.
Kappa just putting them on skates at this point. The ice rink is a little too steep for Little Wolf to handle up to this point. Maybe gonna blind one. It's down to a 1v1 situation. Starnish and I miss. Oh, and a Starnish clutches it. And HAPA 6-0. My goodness. What are they feeding the kids over at HAPA? Jeez. Heading into round number 7, HAPA has all the momentum you could want for a Valorant team, and this is the Division 3 Grand Final. They want the championship. They're hungry. The spectators here saw it earlier in their series against Beloit Turner in the semifinal, and now everybody is seeing it once more against Little Wolf, the team that knocked off Walden. And statistically speaking, HAPA did have the best players in terms of rank throughout everybody, at least in Division 3. So this is not a surprise that HAPA is doing this well. Starnish is going to be holding the spike for HAPA. Just eagerly waiting to push A site. Horse is getting hawk ready in tree. Presence is going to be detected and is suppressed. This is going to get a
Spike
Starnish.
down
That's a
A.
huge pick for Little Wolf. Great starting point. Not able to get another one though. Sheep though coming alive. Gets a 2K. The coolest gamer gets another. And Solo, the last remaining member for HAPA. Can they pull off more magic to not allow Little Wolf to get a single round? See what happens.
30 seconds left.
Less than 30 seconds remaining. Solo gonna go through mid-market. Wouldn't be a bad option to maybe go to the B site. But 15 seconds remaining. All he has to do now is plant. There's nothing else to do. The timer is running out.
10 seconds left.
And Worse and Sturm are gonna
Spike
bum
planted.
rush the B site here. Solo has to be ready for this aggressive push. Solo peeking. Oh, gets one. Gets concussed though. He's still alive. Gets Sheeb. Gets through. Oh no, and the coolest gamer gets him. And that's gonna be the first round win towards Little Wolf. Maybe the start of a comeback perhaps, but we'll see. We can now confirm that Little Wolf will not be shut out in game 1 as they get their first win. Took 7 rounds to accomplish that feat. Now we did see Walden and Little Wolf that series on the FVL Esports. And in one of those games, Little Wolf was up 5, and Walden was down 4. So, no stranger for teams to come back in these games, especially when they're down at least 6-1 or 5-1. So, we'll see if Little Wolf can channel their inner Walden, perhaps, and maybe come back and tie this thing up. But we will see what happens. It all ultimately depends on how polarizing Happa can be on the attacking side.
I dropped the spike.
Spike is going to be passed over to Yogurt Soccer. So he'll have the reins of what to do with it. This gamer chilling out in the defender side. Spawn gets 2. Solo shuts him down real quick with a wall bang.
Here.
Solo sees Serve, gets
Headshot.
him. 3v3.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike
Fortunately,
down.
though,
B.
she is. Oh,
One
Astartes
enemy
gets
remaining.
2. Gets 2 on the side of Happa. Last remaining member is Sheep for Little Wolf. Does not have the spike, and Solo finishes it off with a 3K. Inching closer and closer to the threshold for winning game number 1 is the Bong American Peace Academy. Little Wolf gonna have to go back to the drawing board and go back there fast. His time is running out here. Already 8 rounds in at this point. You want to make this first half as close as you can possibly make it. If you're Little Wolf on the defending side, win as many rounds as possible and go in with a fresh mindset into the second half. Not be down. Measurable amount of rounds. The payment is going to be launched by Astartes.
Drop the spike.
He has the spike. Gets Stir. He's going to take advantage of the opening that the Killjoy ult provides. Plants the spike. And it's down. 5v3. All the pressure on Little Wolf once again. Pick on the Yogurt stock. Worse, he's gonna get Kaiser. The coolest gamer gets Solo. 3v2. Seems favorable.
Last player standing.
Finished.
One enemy
Worse
remaining.
down to a 1v1 with Watery Croissant.
There they are.
Worse trying to go for the defuse. Watery Croissant knows exactly where Worse is. Oh, and Worse gets the pick. Is he going to get the defuse off in time? And no, not able to. Happa able to hold out on that one. And they get the round in their favor. 8-1 is the score. Unfortunate for Little Wolf. They had it in the bag, unfortunately. Just was too late to stop the spike.
Sound sensor up. Listening.
Now we enter round number
Sound
10.
sensor up.
A few more rounds before the half.
Get out of my way.
Feel good about themselves at this point. Cool is going through his own smoke. He's going to be suppressed.
Can use that.
He's going to be greeted by a sea of members, but even before that happens, Kaiser finds him. Joey Stalker is going to get the pick onto I'm Just Worse, and it's a 5v3 situation yet again for Happa. Just absolutely overwhelming.
Got him.
The defensive line for Little Wolf. Sir
Player standing.
caught in a crossfire. Solo gets him with a kunai. And Astartes is going to be
Spike
planting.
planted.
Missed the last member. Launching out a wingman. Not going to do much. The presence is detected. He's also suppressed. It's all but over. Solo finishing it off. And they win round 10. Kappa.
Flashbang.
Just 4 rounds away from taking game 1 of this best of 3 Division 3 Grand Final.
Shutting them down.
On to round number 11. Kaiser going to start this one by launching a 0-point halfway across the map. Call him Aaron Rodgers, the way he just Hail Married that. Nonetheless, though, this time Watery Croissant is going to take the spike.
Right here.
For Happa. Solo is going to get an opening pick onto I'm Just Worse. Solo still going off. He's going to be refragged by the coolest game. Croissant, meanwhile, is going to be planting in the A site. Last member is Stir. Again, just the amount of pressure Happa is putting on Little Wolf is absolutely immeasurable. At this point, Happa just going off and having their way 10-1. 1 round away before the swap. Wow. Unbelievable. Absolutely brilliant play that we're seeing from Happa all across the board here. Look at 88 thus far. Solo, the top fragger for Happa, 18-8. And the econ for Happa is booming, and the econ for Little Wolf is not the greatest. And when you're down in this big of a hole and you have very minimal econ, it is very hard to win these rounds, especially when you know Happa is going to have all guns blazing. Speaking of which, Solo getting a pick with the op.
Careful.
Again, it's a 5v3 starter. Is playing from tree. Solo going to be planting free reign of A site once again. This game emerging, it's one. It's shut down immediately by Solo. Miss holding out in tree.
Last player standing.
This will be the last one left. Oh, he gets the pick, but unfortunately Happa is going to win that round again.
Switching sides.
11-1, the roll swap. Happa just needing 2 rounds to win Division 3's game 1 for the grand final. This time we'll see Little Wolf on the attack. We'll see Happa on defense. Little Wolf is going to have to win at least 10 straight in order to tie this thing up at 11. It's a long way to go. But if they're able to slow down the pace of Happa, they're going to be able to minimize this gap. On for round number 13. See just how aggressive Happa elects to play on the defensive side. Solo already getting a pick with the Sheriff. Stalker's gonna get She. It's a 5v3 in favor of Happa once again. This roll swap, but the results are just not differing. Coolest Gamer gets a Starnish. Kaiser with Frenzy gets I'm Just Worse. Coolest Gamer with the refrag, and the last player standing is Sturm yet again. Has the spike in hand. 1v3 situation. Oh, he has all the members right next to him. Yogurt Stalker finishing it off, and Happa winning yet another round and is on to match point in game 1. Happa just absolutely dominant at the point of attack. Every single angle you peek, they are just right there. Just a sea of Hawkeyes on that team, and they're showing why they are very well the best Division 3 team here, but can't count out Little Wolf just yet. This is a rough game 1. They're just feeling out Happa. They still have one more game to try and come back in this series. This is going to get Solo. That's a huge pick for Little Wolf. Trending in the right direction.
Last player standing.
Situation once again.
Gotcha.
This is going to get one. There's down to 1v2.
Get him, Wingman.
Wingman's going to be used to try and bait out the members
Mosh pit.
of HAPA, but HAPA is going to win
Defenders
game one,
win.
13-1. Absolute domination. Incredible performance by everybody on HAPA for game one. Little Wolf gave it a valiant attempt, but they do have game two to fall back on for a confidence booster here to try and come back in this series. But HAPA leading the series 1-0 at this point. We await to start map number 2, and map number 2 will be on Bind. And if we get to the decider map, map 3 will be split, for those of you wondering what the maps will be in this series. But we will see what happens if HAPA is able to keep their momentum going. They're very well going to win the Division 3 championship. But I have a feeling that Little Wolf is going to try and keep this next game a little bit closer than this first game. I mean, 13-1, absolute domination the side of HAPA. Really a one-sided affair throughout the entire contest. So we'll see if we get a more competitive map 2 on Bind. If you're just tuning in, this is the Spring 2024 WIHSEA Valorant and League of Legends State Championship. This is the main WIHSEA stream. Your fellow WIHSEA commentator, Andrew Shooter here calling the action. We have the Division 3 Grand Final matchup taking place between number 3 Little Wolf and number 1 Hmong American Peace Academy. We are through one game already. HAPA winning 13-1 over Little Wolf in the first game. We are waiting to get started for the second game. So we will take a quick pause and we'll be right back. Alrighty, after a quick break, we're back with game number 2. HAPA looking to close this one out while Little Wolf looks to even the series 1-1. As we saw on Ascent, HAPA just going crazy on the attacking and defending sides, respectively, in each half. Just dialing up quick and effective gameplay at the point of attack is exactly what HAPA's game plan is, and they're going to need to stick to it in order to win the championship. And we're going to see a couple changes on the side of Little Wolf. We're going to see Sheeb playing ISO, swapping off of Phoenix. Miss is going to play Jet. Horse is going to play Neon. The Coolest Gamer is going to select Phoenix, and then Sturm is going to play Yoru. On the side of HAPA, we have one switch that is noticeable. Kaiser switching from KO to Viper. So that's going to be a great pickup for extending lines of sight and also blocking lines of sight from the enemies with Viper's toxic screen and whatnot. And other poisonous contraptions that she has available to her. So that's going to be a great boost for HAPA. They also acquire a Deadlock, so they swap out the Killjoy for a Deadlock. Brimstone is their other newest selection that they make. So we'll see what happens here. How you stabilize it? Sheeb already taking boatload of damage. Solo is going to pick him off. I Miss Her is going to get Watery Croissant. Stuck is going to miss. Oh, Solo's going to meet worse. Right in the face with a bullet there.
One enemy remaining.
4v1 situation in favor of HAPA, and they close it out immediately before the round even ends. Solo 3K to boot, and HAPA picking up right where they left off. They had to get the refuel on gas during the break time between games, but they're back, and they have a full tank, and they're ready to go. Still trying to find their footing against this HAPA team who has been absolutely dominant throughout the entire day. I hear from everybody around here that HAPA is a team to be feared, and I'm seeing it right in front of my eyes. They are one of the best teams I've seen thus far today. Solo's ability to just get opening picks when necessary is absolutely incredible. Gets another, that's 2. And within about 20 seconds, HAPA is looking comfortable with strong Walden on plant. Solo just waiting for the smoke to fade out. Gets another, that's 3, that's 4. Flawless round for HAPA. Little Wolf still shaking up here. HAPA is indeed locked in, just cleaning up all the aisles in the grocery store right now of any odor whatsoever. It's keeping a clean slate as we enter round number 3. Watery Croissant's going to have the spike this time for HAPA entering A lobby. This is going to be propped up in a corner. Sheep's going to get an opening pick on the Solo, so that's a positive for Little Wolf. They just have to keep the man advantage in their favor at this point.
Breaking them.
Easier said than done, though, when you're going up against a powerhouse such as HAPA. Kaiser's going to get one. Yogurt Shack is going to get his fair share. Starnish looking to possibly get another pick. No, he does not get it. Watery Croissant, though, is going to be planting.
Spike planted.
Both players for HAPA is offside. This is going to get one.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
it gets another with the melee.
Last player
Kaiser,
standing.
there's a down 1v1 situation. Can Kaiser clutch up? He does clutch up, and HAPA wins round 3. My goodness. Absolutely amazing gameplay we're seeing from HAPA. I've never seen this team play before, but they're making a phenomenal first impression. They have everything you could want. Coordination, cohesion, clutch ability, resistance, resilience. Oh, they check every single box.
Get out of my way!
My ultimate's ready. Come on, let's go!
This gamer activating running back, so he does have a chance to get a couple picks. Get one, no, he's not able to get any. And Kaiser just running rough shot all over the place. It's 2 of his own. Sheev down to 20 HP, using the Marshall. Watery Croissant has an open lane. No one's in B site.
Spike planted.
HAPA is going to take advantage, take what they can get. Yogurt Stalker playing short. He's expecting 1 or 2 members to come around the corner. Gonna open a teleporter. Yogurt Stalker might find both. He does! And HAPA, round 4 win.
Keep taking us seriously, even
Wow.
if they aren't.
We begin round number 5. Little Wolf just, again, not able to establish their footing whatsoever. HAPA is not letting them get comfortable. and they're doing the right thing. They're playing to their game plan. I talked about earlier before trying to stay on your schedule as much as possible in this game, because once you get thrown off of your schedule, it's hard to adjust accordingly to beat the timetable in order to
Sound sensor up.
get the matchup in your favor.
Throwing
This
net.
best of 3 Jester is a cushion if you go down 1-0. You can't go down that far. And my goodness, Happa is just going full throttle right now. They have shifted into the 6th gear, I believe. Little Wolf holding down the A site, at least for now. There goes the push. Worse is going to get one. It's a 3v3 situation. Wolf have to be vigilant on the rotates. Worse has a 3K in this round. Worse dashing in position. Oh, gets the pick though. It's a 2v1. Solo cannot clutch up, and finally, Little Wolf gets a round win.
Snack time. Sorry, only brought enough for me.
This is a confidence booster if you're Little Wolf. Now, at this stage, you're in a little more favorable position than you were in game 1. You're only down 3 instead of 5, so it is more comfortable for Little Wolf, but they have to keep winning rounds consistently here if they want to think about pushing this to a game 3. There's a lot of Valorant left to be played. See Solo get the pick immediately onto Coolest Gamer. That is the biggest X factor thus far in this matchup with Solo. His ability to just pick off the enemies. Guys are putting in his fair share of work for Happa. We've commonly seen these 5v3 situations
Spike planted.
that Little Wolf has been put in. They have no answer virtually to solve this encounter. This is going to get one.
Last player standing.
Yogurt Stalker going to limit it to only one member of Little Wolf remaining. It's Miss. Vulnerable, getting into the Toxic Mist. Tight corners in that elbow position. Miss is going to get one, not going to get two. And Happa wins round 6. Again, the biggest question for Little Wolf is, are they going to have an answer for Solo consistently? Because if they keep letting Solo get these opening picks, 1 or 2 of them each round, and they get down to the 5v3 situations, they're not going to be able to come back at all. So Little Wolf has to just be more conservative with revealing themselves right away in these opening seconds of the round.
My territory, my rules.
Still just not riding out long enough for Solo to just be stalled without a pick. Solo gets another one.
No distraction.
Sheev launching the kill contract. He's gonna get a Stardust
Last player
in
standing.
for the ability, but it doesn't matter. A flawless round for Happa. 6-1. Doesn't matter what you throw at this team, they have an answer every single time. Sure, they'd be killer in Jeopardy. Round 8 commencing before our very eyes, and Happa in great shape. They need about 7 more rounds before they can taste the championship gold that awaits.
Breathe deep.
Sheeb is going to get Solo, Watery Croissant, and make it a 4v3 situation this time for Little Wolf, so a little more favorable.
Fake teleport.
We're seeing the window, missing the shot. Sheeb trying to hit the shot with the Marshall on the Yogurt Stalker. Yogurt Stalker wisely backing away.
Welcome to my world.
3 snipers on the team of
I'm
Little
out of
Wolf.
here.
Let's see what can happen here. But
My ult is not.
Happa has reached the A site. But they do not have the spike. Yes, they do have the spike. Watery Croissant is going to be planting the spike. He does.
I'll handle this.
Now all the members of Little Wolf have to rush into the site. Little breathing room though. Sheeb at 23 HP. See what he can do. Sturm rotating back into A lamps. He's going to be
Last player
behind the
standing.
enemies. Astarnish gets 2. Sturm the last member. Astarnish gets 3. And Happa continuing their win streak. 7-1. Again, we're just seeing Little Wolf being dominated at the point of attack on the defense. They haven't been able to find an answer to contain this brutal force that is the Bong American Peace Academy. Little Wolf wants a shot at winning this. They're going to have to tame the beast that is Happa. He's not launching Dizzy. No one in the vicinity. The toxic screen is going to create some breathing room for Happa. Jokic Soccer and Kaiser both getting on the board
Toxin screen
themselves.
down.
Wingman's gonna plant spike.
See Water Croissant engage
Right there.
and counter with I'm Just Worse. Water Croissant could be
stick.
planting.
Thanks, little man.
I'm Just Worse. Gets overwhelmed by Kaiser. Stir and Coolest. The last remaining members. Stir playing an exit. He's gonna get concussed. Meanwhile, Coolest going around a defender side spawn, trying to enter an A site.
Last player
Might be
standing.
too little too late. Kaiser with a 3K.
Flawless.
And a flawless round again for Happa. 8-1.
Toxins going up. If you lose focus, you die. Breathe when it's over.
When it rains, it pours. Happa just keeping the momentum. That's all they have to do at this point. 5 rounds away from Division 3 championship gold. You never know, Little Wolf could play spoiler here and win a few rounds, get this thing closer. Still some Valorant to be played.
Toxins going up.
Starnish gonna get the pick. Sheep to open this one
No
solo as well.
Toxin
Getting on
screen
the
down.
board.
My territory, my rules.
B-side push, Annihilation being activated. Solo gets a second in this round. Watery Croissant's going to be planting. Sir's going to have to enter
Spike
through the
planted.
teleporter. Launches
Last
the decoy
player
at Euro.
standing.
He's going to be the last one standing. Kaiser holding the angle. Sir is dizzied at 30 HP. 30 HP in a dream at this point. Gets 1 pick. And Watery Croissant finishes him off. Respect for the 1 pick, though, for Stir. Happa winning round number 10. Round 11 upcoming in this matchup. So far, no answers on the side of Little Wolf for Bong.
Time to jump.
Offensive pushes here.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Timer. Nothing. But Solo gets 2 kills.
Spike down A.
Spike carrier is going to be down, but drop it. Worse is going to get
One
him. Kaiser
enemy
gets
remaining.
2-0 and Solo 3K. Finishing it off. Getting the spike planted for extra points.
Last round
Not
in
sure
the
that's going to
half.
count, though, towards the econ. The econ is on fire for Happa. Solo 25 and 3. Absolutely amazing performance we're seeing from Happa. A lot of people definitely underestimated this team. including myself and the predictions that I made.
Gun here.
All of them have not aged well at all, and that's usually what happens. It's all in the great fun of predicting these matches, but sometimes things just do not go our way. Coolest is going to get two of his own
Spike
with
down
running back.
B.
That's huge. 3v3. He's still on the board with full HP. Kaiser's at 10 HP. Worse is going to get solo
One
with the
enemy
neon
remaining.
wall. One enemy remaining for Happa. That's Yogurt Stalker. You haven't seen Happa in many 1v3 situations, but this could be extra breathing room for Little Wolf. They're sitting comfortably on the spike. Worst is going to fall right into Yogurt Stalker's lap. Sees
One
Coolest.
enemy
He gets him. It's a
remaining.
1v1 situation. If I was Miss, I would not push this. I would definitely try and hide out here. Oh, but he gets the kill anyway. I will eat my words on that one. Little Wolf wins round 12.
Switching sides.
The roles swap, so we'll see Little Wolf on the attack. We'll see Happa on the defending side. At this point for Happa, you want to close this out with your best 3 rounds that you could possibly play here in order to obtain the championship gold. They're oh so close, and they can taste it. Little Wolf, though, has a little bit of fight left in him despite the score. They need 8 rounds to go their way in order to tie this one up at 10.
Stay safe.
It's going to be hard to do. We'll see how Happa likes to play on the defensive side. Kaiser's already going to come in contact with
One
Coolest.
down.
That's 1. That's 2.
Spike down A.
Can he get a 3rd one? Trying to, not able to see Worse in the smoke. Once it fades in, should be able to see him. Miss is going to get Watery Croissant. Kaiser has the spike near him. Miss is going to get another pick. 3v3 situation. Oh my goodness, what a headshot from Kaiser. That was a wall bang too. Impressive. Sheeb and Miss rotating towards A site. Kaiser looking to cut him off. Oh, he's not able to. 3K for I Miss. 2v2 situation.
One enemy remaining.
Miss gets a 4K. Can
player
we see an ace?
standing.
No. Solo narrows it down. 1v1 situation. Sheeb clutches it up. Little Wolf, 2nd consecutive round. And the first time they've won consecutive rounds in this series. And now things are starting to heat up for Little Wolf. That's exactly what they needed. If you're happy, you just have to calm down, settle down, live in the moment. As you're still up 7, you have plenty of breathing room. You just have to finish this out before it's too late. Trying to destroy the deadlock ability there. Looks like Little Wolf is aiming for a site push. Coolest is gonna have to play this one wisely. Worse, watches the flank. Oh, Coolest gets one. Astarnish, though, turns around just in time. Stir
Over
with
there.
the plant. 4v2 situation in
planted.
favor of Little Wolf. This is exactly what they wanted, and they're getting it.
Night night.
Solo gets Sheeb. Starter still in the hall of B.
Player
Oh, and
standing.
Stir gets Solo. 1v3 situation for Astarnished. Stir missing the snipe. Still holding the angle comfortably. Starnished at this point has to try and push up here. Gets
One
worse. It's a 1v2 situation. Unfortunately, the spike timer is going to inevitably run out here.
One enemy
Gets
remaining.
another pick for the road, but Little Wolf is going to win 4 rounds in this game. They have the momentum in their favor here. We are starting to see flashes of the team that we saw in the FPL esports stream against Walden that got them to this main stage for the championship. It's all love on the side of Little Wolf with the stickers. The sprays as well. Round 15 underway. Little Wolf with the momentum in their favor. Let's see if they're able to keep it. That's going to be the biggest question mark for this team.
Enemy down.
Kaiser gets coolest. Toxic Cloud in the air. Block off lines of sight.
Poison's off. Leave
Kaiser
us.
gets 2. Gets 3.
3 down.
My goodness, right through his own toxic screen. Kaiser going off with Viper. Sheeb getting a little crouch spammy with that sniper.
Last
Waiting
player
for the
standing.
moment to strike, but Solo shuts Sheep down, and it's a 1v5.
Flawless.
And a flawless round once again for Happa. 2 rounds away from taking home Division 3 gold. They may have slumped a little bit in the past few rounds, but Happa still as dominant as they've ever been. Round 16 going to be underway shortly. This has been mostly a domination on the side of Happa, but Little Wolf has shown signs of life. Just might be too little too late to shine into a diamond in the sky. Lewis playing in lobby, trying to flash on Kaiser. Not able to. Wow. Kaiser tells it to the judge that time. Kaiser's going to be flashed. Yogurt's going to get the pick.
Toxin screen down.
Kaiser blocking down A site. We see Stir in the teleporter.
My ult's ready.
Ultimate is going to be ready for this. It might be the X factor of this round if it's popped.
Coming through.
But it is, or no, it's not popped just yet. Miss is going to be concussed.
What's this?
Now the ultimate ability's coming out. Oh, and Astartes stops Miss. Huge
One enemy
2v2,
remaining.
2v1.
Spike down B.
Kaiser getting
Last
stirred
player
down.
standing.
Worse. It's the last one in a 1v1 situation. Spike is right there. Kaiser's also there, finishes it off. 1 more round away from winning. Is Happa 3K for Kaiser in round 16.
point.
Match point on tap for Happa. In their inaugural season, they are just this close from getting Division 3 Grand Final gold.
Here.
Reminds me of WIHSEA South's first run with Rocket League back in spring 2022. But instead we're getting a Valorant version from Happa. Kaiser predetermining the W. Hope it doesn't. Oh my goodness.
Spike
What?
down A.
Oh my goodness. They're about to clean up shop real quick here. Coolest gets Kaiser. And Happa just exploding in this round. Just hand him the trophy already. It's a 1v4 situation. Stornock, the last remaining member for Little Wolf, and Happa is going to win the Division 3 championship.
Blocking sight.
Hats off to the Bong American Peace Academy in their first inaugural season. Or inaugural season, I'll say. Kind of redundant there. Inaugural season for Happa. They win the Division 3 championship. Absolutely incredible. Every single player on Happa, phenomenal. Little Wolf gave it their best attempt. You cannot credit their play against Walden earlier today, gutting out a 2-1 series. They have earned that second place, and Happa has earned their crown as Division 3 champions for Valorant. We have a new champion this time around. Walden will not be repeating as champions. And stick around to the main stream. We will be up and running with Division 2's grand final matchup momentarily.